no idea why this didn't record properly, but I have to do the intro part of this, which is good because I can do it a little bit better. So what did I do? Welcome back to Jinx and Nothing Wrong. Hopefully you guys enjoy. I have like no sleep, no nothing. I can't wait till I'm doing this potentially full time with everything else that I have, my investments. It is really hard to do this and go to work and then come back, and I live like 20-30 minutes away, and then there was a rainstorm. So that's why there was no video yesterday. There was just too much going on and I just kind of fell behind. I can't even lie to you. But what did we do? We got Vi. Where's baby girl? We got Vi's thing. As you can see, Vi's underleveled, so you won't see me. I have to level her up, of course. But we do have her relic here, cease and desist. Now, what does cease and desist say? I'm gonna go to another character because they have purple slots already, which will make this very easy to say. Just pull it over here to the middle of the screen. So if I have 10 power, give me barrier and start a free attack challenging the strongest enemy. So unfortunately, I already did testing, so I'm not going to do it again. I did have it in video, but what I tried to do is that I tried it on a couple different characters to see how it works. The first character that I didn't want to save that. Even though I do think that Echo can do it, and I'll explain that in a second. We tried it on Yuumi. So Yuumi, I wanted to see if the impact worked. I couldn't remember Wriggler's lamp, if it worked like that or not, and lo and behold, it does not. So yeah, you don't actually get the impact. Obviously, the play effect doesn't work. We all know that the play effect doesn't work. I was kind of curious if the impact would work, and you would get 3 impact on the character, but it does not work. Another thing that seemed to not work was actually Aatrox. I wanted to see if with Aatrox it would actually trigger, because he has 99 right there, 9 attack, 9 defense, and then when he equips the Darkened Blade, he then becomes 10 attack, right? It just has like a weird order thing. For some reason the auto equip thing wasn't here. I think it's because auto equip, and I saw with Spicy Toast he had it on Ornn, right? I think that's one of his more recent videos. This is like play equip instead of auto equip. It's like a spell speed thing, very similar to if you guys play Yu-Gi-Oh. It's Yu-Gi-Oh! It's a really weird thing how it works, but since this is play, so as soon as you play the character, it automatically equips. Meanwhile, the auto equip is like a after effect kind of thing. So it was very educational. You're gonna see me use, I think I use Kai'Sa. Hold on, let me check. I have an example using Kai'Sa, but another one that I liked a lot was actually Volibear. Volibear is really, really good with it, and these are the ones that automatically have 10 attack, right? Volibear specifically is good because, as you guys know, in his constellation, he literally like strikes he strikes immediately, right? Which is right here, strikes the weakest enemy. Depending on how many enemies there are left in the thing, it's actually like it just hits and boom, and then all of a sudden he's doing when he's doing the Relentless Storm to the Nexus 3 times. Plus, if there's any, he can really clear the field with this thing, and if there's anything that's still there, he's challenging the strongest with the barrier, and then he's dealing 10 damage if not more, right? So one of the things that I've learned obviously with cease and desist is it's really dependent on how you buff up the character in the hand, or if they have something relic based or power based that is going to buff the unit as soon as it hits the field. It basically has to be as soon as it hits the field. You're gonna see with Kai'Sa, like her evolve buffs didn't even like kick in. It's like a delay. There's certain things that are delayed and there's certain things that are not delayed. You definitely want to have it buffed up as much as possible. So some of these characters is very difficult for them to get it's 10 attack, so you probably want to get them out. I know I explained it later in the video. I'm just recapping certain stuff because I actually had video examples for you guys, and for some reason it didn't record properly, and I just don't have the time. I might be double talking about some stuff because I don't remember my synopsis, but I do mention like Echo, because Echo has the ability to double his stats every time they predict, so you can keep doing it, and it's on top, but it's attached to the unit though. Same thing with Viego, attached to the unit. The cease and desist is attached to the unit. It's not a power. If it was a power, it'd be way more insane, but it is attached to the unit. So just keep in mind that you're looking for a character that can get 10 attack within the hand or immediately once they hit the field. So that is just a thing. Let me show you this Kai'Sa clip of me using Kai'Sa. You can see how it works with Kai'Sa. While I'm here on this screen, right, I should also mention, obviously, you can relics, things of that nature to like kind of get you over that threshold. You could do reroll strats as well. That's another option that you could try to do to make sure, if you want to try to do more cheeky version of it, right? So look, she's already 6. There it is, 10-10 by way of forcing it. But she should still be a 12-12 when I play her, technically. But you see how it already triggers? So it wouldn't even give me the opportunity for her evolve stats to come in. Now she's a 12-12, but it triggered because when I played a 10. So it's almost instantaneous that they want it. So a bunch of in-hand scaling, depending on the character. Now, would I want that on Kai'Sa? Not necessarily, just because of I need to have her out here doing this. Because you would need like Overwhelm or a bunch of keywords. I think when the level 6, I think you get second skins out of nowhere. I think that's how it works. So then technically she can come out with some really good keywords or something like that. So let me just end this fight real quick, as you guys know. And then we will, at this point, I feel like we have enough information to come to a nice, lovely conclusion, right? So I think we saw a lot, right? So I actually even thought about, maybe I'll try it on my own time, because it would just, as you can see, my Darius is just grossly underleveled, right? But Darius has a thing, like the first time you play ally granted stats, I have it at level 3, so I will get +4. I should be able to play base Darius, almost, if I wanted to do it. I should be able to play base Darius, and then he becomes 10 attack, and then it should start a free attack, right? With barrier, all the other good stuff. But I don't know, and it would take me too long to level him up just to get out this video. If you guys want to test it and let me know in the comment section, let me know. Also, any character that I glossed over, let me know. Viego obviously would be very good, right? So I'm just gonna go down the list here of characters that would be really good. Viego can easily come out as a 10 attack unit, especially the further you have him leveled in his constellation, right? Because of the way that, you know, everywhere, every time something gets slayed, boom, 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 and then once you have this, everywhere. So when it's this one, easy, but since it's on Viego, you're trying to have it on Viego specifically, and we have Crush, so Viego just makes a lot of sense, right? You're very easily, you just can't play him as soon as possible, right? You gotta stall it out a little bit like that. Ashe with the 6-star power also could do it, right? Because Ashe also buffs the hand, only with the 6-star power. When you decrease an enemy's power, randomly distribute that much power amongst allies in the hand. So she could do it with level 6. So she could do that, which is pretty cool. Nowhere close to that. I actually can get volleys level 6, but I don't have a Nova Crystal for Freljord because, you know, why not? What other characters can we look into, right? And it's play. So we're not, I just looked at Lilia, and that's why I said, let me specify that it's play, and it's not, you know, summon. So it's not a summon thing. You need someone that's going to have it in the hand, right? Obviously Asol, but like, I don't know why you would put it on him, but he does have 10 attacks starting off. Oh my God, I pressed the wrong button. He does have 10 attacks starting off, right? So it's like, you can kind of mention it, but it doesn't really make too much sense. Volibear seems amazing with it, right? I think that at Volibear, the amount of damage he could push with just that one relic, like that was a lot. It's depending on the board state, obviously. He would have hit that, cleared it, hit the weakest, pulled the strongest, and that's a lot that you could do there. Bard, depending on the hand state, depending on what happened, maybe a bunch of stuff got buffed, but it would be on Bard himself, right? So that's a little bit different. Same thing with Evelynn here. Like, Evelynn is usually you're normally with Evelynn, you're utilizing her to buff the stats by constantly leveling over and over again, so you're not really gonna play her, and then that happens. That's usually not how that's gonna work. Elder Dragon would be pretty decent. All those things happening at the same time. I actually wonder, can you fill the stack with that, right? As you can see, it would take me a little bit. I'd have to, I think I actually used all my Elder Dragons in the thing, so I'd actually have to do a full 3-star run. But he would come out, right? Boom, and he would not sweep the field. He'd get all of his buffs, and on top of that, challenging the strongest thing. So that would be really good. So I would think Elder Dragon would be phenomenal with this. It's something different. And cease and desist on the dragons and the bear just seem really funny to me. I don't know why. Let me keep going down the list, see if there's any other people that can get to 10 attack relatively safely. I'm starting to see a no. Everything we're starting to get to that point where it's like these characters are more effective when they're on the field more so than when they're in the hand, right? So it's just like that's what I'm looking for, like who's actually getting strong in the hand, and I think that is it. So those are the characters that I mentioned that I know, but if there's anyone that I didn't mention or didn't see, just let me know. I thought about Poro King in the side of my head, right? I was like, Poro King technically can. After you play a bunch of Poro snacks, then he's bigger enough that you could play him and challenge something. I also want to keep in mind that like that whole aspect of challenging something with the barrier, you kind of want to have a character that's gonna benefit off of that. Echo could, right? Echo, technically all the predictions in the world, all of a sudden you have a really fat Echo, and then specifically once you get his constellation, that's probably even easier. Units just get, what is it, double their stats, so Echo could come out, but again, it's only on that specific unit. I would love in the future, if possibly, as you saw that they give, I think it's been rare relics, they the blue ones, they give them to support champions in constellations. That would be an interesting one. Maybe later down the road, later down the road, that constellation 10, or you know, they start giving them epics, and that would be one of the ones that you can get, so you could pick up a character that has cease and desist. Would be pretty cool. But yeah, that's all I see here. Again, I'm just scrolling down slowly, but I think that that's the ones that are going to benefit off of it. Definitely want to do a full Volibear run. That seems to be really funny to me. Elder Dragon run would be pretty interesting to see him get all of the keywords and then attack into the unit. Then I would even try to do Evolve, right? Evolve Elder Dragon sounds pretty cool with that in mind. All the keywords, and he just starts soaking up everything, giving him Scout, and that seems like it would be really interesting as well. And I think, like I said, I think that that's pretty much it. Oh, Gnosis. Gnosis gets really big, especially with a couple of siphoning strikes, and maybe you can. It's a little rough with him, but it's just a possibility, right? He does scale in the deck as well as in the hand, so like it is an interesting thing that you could try to do. I think that'd be pretty. It'll be hard, I'm not gonna lie, but it is an option, right? So hopefully you guys, you saw we even got Kai'Sa up there. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you guys think about cease and desist, and of course I'm gonna do my best today to level up Vi so that we can actually use it on her and see how she feels. I want to unlock her and give her 3 purple slots, and then really give her a build that I had in mind for Vi for a long time. I think I always thought Vi was better than what people gave it for. She's just not as good as the top. And you know, if they're not the best of the best of the best, you know, people just put them to the wayside. But I find a lot of characters are perfectly fine. Like even Caitlyn's perfectly fine. I feel like you just gotta play with her more, but she sucks overall. But like, you know, you know, you can make her work. Anyway, I'm out. Peace.